Hello and welcome to another video from Lockdown Tech Source, and in today's video we're actually going to be taking a look at the Elite Series 2. So I recently picked this controller up in anticipation of the next gen consoles coming out. This is my current gamepad. This one was included with my Xbox One S, and it's been a faithful little servant for me over the years, but I decided to upgrade obviously with anticipation of the next gen consoles, which are right around the corner. So we'll take a quick look into the box. I'll show you around it, what's included, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. And so this is one area I think Microsoft excels in, is the packaging and the presentation of their products. So you can see from the front you've got the graphic there, some information on the side which just highlights exactly what's included. And then, as you can see, the case itself, which houses the controllers, nicely presented as well. One thing that I do really like with this is you get a really nice USB to USB-C cable, and that's a braided cable as well, so it's really high quality. You can see you've got various manuals and your warranty. So there you can see you've got the case out of the box. You've got a zip right the way around the outside, and the controller just sits on top of that, and that's really really a nice little setup. You've got all your accessories with dedicated slots beneath, which is cool. So I think going from a standard Microsoft or Xbox gamepad is one thing, but this certainly takes it up another level. The build quality on this controller is staggering, really. The fit and finish of it is just spot on. It's very tactile and it's very familiar. So if you're like me, for 10 years now I've played on this platform, and the controllers have relatively stayed the same throughout, and they've just sort of made minor adjustments each year to make this more ergonomic and feel better in the hand. And they've excelled with this. The weight is really good. You can just tell that this is a step up from what I was using before. That's not to take anything away from the original controllers or the controllers that you actually get bundled in. I still think they're very, very good. They're not this good, and there's a reason why this is £160, or that's, you know, the price it is at the time of recording this video. So good couple of options you've got here is if you actually look to the reverse or to the rear of the case itself, you've actually got a little slot there, and you can plug your USB straight into there and actually have the controller itself charge within the case. Alternatively, you can actually take the dock out of this, and it's got a nice magnet on there for a solid hold, so you can actually take the dock out and just have the USB-C go straight into the back of there. So that's another nice option. And one of the other things I really like about this controller is the level of customization you get. That's the sort of flexibility to adjust and actually make this how you want it is unparalleled in arguably any other controller that I've seen on the market. Now, you do have other third-party suppliers. I know Scuff provide game controllers. They are marginally cheaper, and they do give you, again, another level of customization, but this product is designed particularly for next gen or this current gen of console, and I think that's why this is a really good option if you're looking for a premium controller. Now, you've got obviously additional paddles. These are so super simple to fit. They go in like that. They're very tactile, and actually when your hand's on the controller, it will take a little while to get used to, especially if you've used one of these with nothing on the back for a long time. But actually where your fingers sit with it, it feels very intuitive. It doesn't feel out of place. And it looks like they've addressed the issues with the Elite Series 1 with the rubberized grips as well. So overall, this is a really nice controller. Some other features I really do like about it are the customization of the actual controller itself. Now, these are just held on by magnets, so they're super easy to take off, and they just lock on like that. Really, really nice. D-pad similarly, you've got a couple of options there, and they just lock in by magnet, which is, again, that's just really nice. I've got no concerns with that coming off whilst I'm playing or anything like that. So yeah, that's a really nice addition to it. And if you look to the reverse of the controller as well, you've got extra customization through using some of these paddles. Now these are included within the kit, and they literally just lock in so simple. Hopefully I can get you to see this, but it's literally as simple as that. They hold in by a magnet, so they're really easy to get in and out. And again, these are all customizable, so when you log into the app or you go onto the console, you can actually adjust those buttons to how you want. And they feel really good in the hand as well. It might take a little while to get used to, especially if you've come from this guy. For nearly 10 years now, I've used different Xbox controllers in their different forms, and over the years Microsoft have tried to perfect this pad, and for those years I've actually never had anything on the back. So when you initially pick this up, muscle memory will make you think, oh, there's something there that really shouldn't be. But actually, once you game with it, once you use it for a little while, it actually becomes really part of the experience. The other thing I do really like as well is you've got the ability to adjust the amount of travel on the triggers. So you've got 3 levels of travel on the triggers. You've got a middle, obviously you've got the one we're all used to, which is the standard. And then you've got the really short one as well, which is handy for shooters and stuff like that. I don't really tend to play about too much with my triggers or adjust them, because I'll be honest, I'm just getting used to it. And I've always just quite liked to have the travel on the triggers anyway, particularly when I'm playing racing games, just to adjust the throttle, adjust braking and things like that. Another really nice thing, again, is you can adjust the tension on the joysticks, which is cool. So you've got a little blade device in there, which looks something like that. And all you do with that is you can just adjust it looks like a hex head on here, and that just slightly changes the amount of tension that you feel when you're moving the joysticks, which is cool. So just to summarise, I think the things that I really like about this is the premium feel to the product. The rubberized palm grips almost feel really good. The level of customization across this is just outstanding. It's something that unfortunately your bog standard out of the box controller simply won't offer you. I like the wireless charging and the different options that are made available to you in terms of charging, either within the provided case, or you can take that dock out and have it set by a console on a desktop, however you like. And the battery life, I mean, 40 hours of gaming, I don't probably get anywhere near that in the course of a week, but to have the dock anyway, simply you're good to go all the time with this controller, which is really good. Couple of negatives. I think if you pick this up straight away and you use the paddles on the back, if like me you've gamed on Xbox for many years, you're going to find it a little bit different to begin with. But as soon as you get used to it, actually when you drop back to this, it's night and day. The quality is staggering. I probably would struggle to go back to an out-of-the-box gamepad. It'll be interesting to see how the next generation consoles, which again are days away now, it'll be interesting to see what finer adjustments. I know they've made some adjustments to the D-pad, how that actually compares to something like that. The only other sort of negative I have with it is the price. I think at the time of recording this video, these weigh in at about 160, which is a lot of money for a controller. Now, make no mistake, there's a lot of features bundled in here that make this a premium controller. And I understand these things aren't cheap. You know, there's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of tech in here. you know, and you get the case and everything included. But for me, £160 is probably a little rich. But looking at the competition, you've got companies such as Scuff. They make controllers and they weigh in at about 150. However, they don't have access to the systems such as Microsoft do. This is a tailored device for the Xbox Series. So yeah, really nice. And so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon. That way you'll be notified as soon as another video goes live. And if you check out my other videos, I do cover a wide variety of tech-based content. So it's from drones to camera equipment to lighting and everything like that. If that's something that interests you, please do consider subscribing. And it does really mean a lot to me and when you guys follow my content. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.